This is a second video for these warm-up problems from chapter 4, 5, and 6. There's already a video that I've done which works problem number 2 using linear equations and not using the matrix methodology. And in that video, I discussed the problem in terms of what are the variables and what are the constraints or what are the equations. And just a quick review on this sheet. You notice that we're trying to find bowls, platters, and bread baskets. That is, how many of each could be made. And we have some constraints in the shop. We have only 113 hours available to prepare, 71 available to paint, and 111 to fire. And so what we have to do is we have to find a mix of bowls, platters, and bread baskets that would ideally use all of these available hours. And so in this case, we have a constraint set up as an inequality. If we had a solution where we could not use all of these, then we might have a less than or equal to constraint. But what I did is I said, well, let's convert the linear equations into matrix form. So we pull down the coefficients of x, y, and z. And just for convenience sake, rather than trying to wrestle around talking about bowls, platters, and bread baskets, I just turn those into x, y's, and z's. Here's the constraint values. Then you think of this matrix approach where you use your coefficient matrix times a x, y, z matrix should equal to the constraints totals. Now this is nothing more than a simple equation like 3 times x equals 6. And what would we do here? Well, we would divide 6 by 3 and we would get 2. So the idea is that while it's a more complicated problem, we've got 3 variables, 3 equations. The thought process is the same. We're trying to solve for an unknown. Now, if you remember how matrix multiplication works, let's see if I take this equation and multiply it times this row, which is an equation, and this matrix, multiply it times the columns here, the rows times the columns. I'll get 3 times x plus 16 times y plus 4 times z equals 113. And that's identical to the linear equation that we had. Now, could we accomplish division with matrices? What we would do here is we would say, well, in a big picture, we have this coefficient matrix times these variables should equal to these constants. And so I would just say, let's divide by A. Now, I can do that when I have numerical values. Matrix division is not defined, and so we will use multiplication. And what we will do is instead of dividing by this matrix, we will multiply through by the inverse of that matrix. Likewise, notice this, I could have rewritten this problem as 3 to the minus 1 times 6, and the inverse of 3 is 1/3. 1/3 times 6 is 2. What is an inverse matrix? Well, notice that the inverse of 3 is 1/3. 3 times 1/3 is 1. So the inverse matrix would be that matrix that if I multiply A as a matrix times its inverse, I get the identity matrix. And what's the identity matrix? Well, in our case, it would be a 3 by 3 matrix with ones down the diagonal and zeros everywhere else. Now, we can calculate inverse matrices, but the calculations are very tedious. So our calculators will give us an easier approach to doing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter in some matrices. I'm going to enter in the coefficient matrix. Turn this thing on here and get it to where you can kind of halfway see it. This is always a little bit of a challenge because I want you to be able to see the viewing window and I want you to see the buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say second matrix, and notice that I have matrix A, B, C, and D, so I can build several matrices. But what I want is I want a 3 by 3 matrix. So I'm going to go over to the edit, and I want to edit A, and I want it to be a 3 by 3 matrix. And so the numerical values I'm going to put in are these values. 3, 16, 4, 3, enter, 16, enter, 4, enter, 2, enter, 3, enter, 14, enter. I'm just putting numbers in now. I'm not thinking here. 4, 7. So now I have put in the coefficient matrix here. So I can say, well, second, quit. Now the other matrix that I'm going to need is I'm going to need this constants matrix over here, which is the constraint values. And that is a separate matrix, and it's a what? It's a 3-row by 1-column matrix. So simply enough, I'm going to do the same work. I'm going to put second matrix, different matrix, edit that. Want it to be a 3 by 1 matrix, and the numerical values are going to be 113, 71, 111. Did I get the last number there? 113, 71, and 111. That's enter. So I've got my matrices done. So I hit second, quit. Now it gets pretty simple, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the calculator determine the inverse of this coefficient matrix, and then I'm going to multiply it times the constants matrix there. So here we go. So second matrix, look, matrix A, hit the inverse button here, the inverse button here. There's the inverse of the matrix times the constants matrix, second matrix B, and the answer is 753. What does that mean? The X value and Y value that satisfies this is 7, 5, and 3, meaning that to satisfy this system, 7 bowls. I'm kind of getting you dizzy, aren't I? So the answer choice I'm looking for is D here, which is 7 bowls, 5 platters, and 3 bread baskets. Now, if you've looked at the other video, which is the one I do with the linear equations, it has a lot more tedious work in it than this does. So if you can master the matrix technique, you can really solve these equations where you've got a situation with multiple equations and multiple variables.